Here's a Themis' summary event has started, I think. I don't really know if this is the summer event, but we're gonna be going to Minerva Academy. Let's begin Forever Young. In front of the school. What school? The streets are bathed in sunlight in the early morning. Students having lively conversations keep jogging past Rosa until they disappear behind the school entrance not far from her. Meanwhile, she remains standing where she is, gazing at the school building nearby. I've finally gotten this far. Today is officially her first day attending Minerva Academy. It really is just a straight-up AU. Ooh. If the Academy is considered a fenced-up mini-society, then it is definitely a perfect Eden in the eyes of both students and parents. I feel like it's very rare to have a school like that. Not only does it have the highest university admissions rate in the city in recent years, but it also boasts an impressive range of extracurricular activities. Morning, Cappy! The sheer number of club posters plastered along one side of the road to the school entrance is a testament to that. We're doing Tears of Themis' high school AU event. It looks like it's a straight-up AU. The scenery along the road is so spectacular that I slowed down without realizing it. A drama club, art club, film appreciation club, and a broom riding detective treasure hunting club? What even is that? Is that Luke? Is that Luke's club? I'm getting so excited just looking at these posters. While trying to calm herself down, her eyes land on a slogan meant for new students. Youth is short, so keep moving forward, freshmen. Keep moving forward, huh? I wonder what the future has in store for me. Although she's deeply concerned about her future, there's no point thinking too much about it right now. After all, youth is short, so she had better focus on just going to school first. As for the infinite possibilities that the future holds, well, they will unfold before her eyes at the opening ceremony in a few hours.
학생 여러분, 강조하지만 청출은 짧습니다.
Students, it's been said, but youth is short.
그러니 두려워하지 마세요. 노력해야 밝은 미래가 오는 것이고 노력해야 좋은 대학에 가서 좋은 직업을 가질 수 있습니다.
So don't be afraid of facing danger. On your path to a bright future, go to a good university and get a great job.
졸업하고 이 시간을 돌아보면 감동이 밀려올 겁니다. 감동. 마음이 움직인다는 뜻이죠.
When you look back on these days after you graduate, you will feel moved. This will shake up your heart. Something like that. Oh my gosh. What a her face. The opening ceremony started with a passionate speech from the guidance counselor who seemed to have no intention of giving everyone a halftime break. As his hair is sparsely grown, the students in the audience, she included, can see the sunlight reflecting from the top of his head. Moved, nobody has dared to move since this guidance counselor, who claims to have just assumed this position, began his speech.
저 선생님은 언제까지 하려는 거야? 신입생 모집하는 동아리 박람회 보러 가고 싶은데.
How long is that teacher going to take? I want to check out the club recruitment.
동아리 박람회는 잊어버려. 아까 학주 선생님이 진학률을 생각하면 몇 가지는 포기해야 한다고 했잖아.
Forget about the club recruitment. He just said that you have to make some sacrifices in order to maintain the university admission rate, didn't he? That's asking for more than just some sacrifices, though. Both the passionate guidance counselor and the new principal with an unreadable expression standing next to him convey one thing to her. To save its declining university admission rate, Minerva Academy decided to hire a new management team and implement a series of new campus policies. However, something like this would definitely not be written on admission letters or posters, which only mention good news. Meanwhile, whispers break out among her new schoolmates.
아니, 너 누나가 3학년 학생회 임원이라면서 뭐 들은 거 없어?
Wait, isn't your sister a junior in the student council? You haven't heard anything?
언니도 자세한 건 몰라.
She doesn't know any details either.
지도부는 계약 직전에 정해져서 앞으로 어떻게 될지는 아무도 모른대.
They just appointed the new management before the school year started, so nobody knows what's gonna happen.
진짜 진학률이 떨어지면 우리 학교는 C1이라는 자리도 잃고 부모님들 사이에서도 불만이 생기겠지.
If the admission rate goes down, we'll lose our position as the top school in the city, and the parents won't be happy.
그래서 아카데미 혁신 정책이 생겼을 거야.
And so we have new
근데
campus
해봤자
policies.
공부에 더 집중하라는 정도 아닐까?
But isn't that just going to make us focus on studying?
동아리랑 교과의 활동은 그대로겠지. 학교 전통이니까.
They should let us keep our clubs and extracurricular activities, though. Those are school traditions.
하긴.
Yeah. The schoolmates around her seem to be relieved after hearing that, but she's still a little worried. The so-called new policies are too progressive. It's as if they made a complete U-turn. Will the clubs really be safe? This kind of reminds me of what's going on at Hime's school.
학생 여러분, 걱정 마세요. 선생님들이 그동안의 성공적인 교육 경험을 토대로 잘 이끌어 주겠습니다.
Students, don't worry. We teachers will share our tried and true teaching methods with you.
그리고 혁신 정책이 빛을 보려면 여러분의 그만한 협조가 필요하겠죠.
And so, to make these new policies work, we will need your full cooperation. I have a really bad feeling about this.
일단 휴대폰들 내려놓으세요.
First, put down your phones.
계약해서 전자기기가 눈에 보이면 그 즉시 압수입니다.
When school starts, all electronic devices will be confiscated.
그리고 교과 외 활동은 엄격히 통제합니다. 모든 동아리는 심사를 거치게 될 것이고 유지 여부는 학교 측에서 결정합니다.
Next, extracurricular activities will be under strict control. We will review all existing clubs and decide which will remain. Review?
교과의 활동이랑 동아리는 우리 학교만의 특별한 전통 아니었어?
Aren't these activities in club our special traditions? More and more students in the audience start whispering amongst themselves as the guidance counselor continues speaking.
학생들의 학습 진도는 해당 과목 선생님들이 엄격히 관리할 것이며 필요하다면 분 단위로도 조정할 수 있습니다.
Teachers will monitor your progress in each subject. If necessary, they will supervise each and every minute. What?
다 여러분의 미래를 위한 일입니다.
All of this is for your future.
여러분의 시간은 짧습니다. 지금 좀 고생하는 게 최선입니다.
Time is short, so you'll need to endure. My God. The students' discussions become louder and louder, but the guidance counselor doesn't seem to have any intention of responding to this. In the end, he waves to signal another teacher to take his place on the stage and continue presiding over the opening ceremony before he leaves. Oh no. Okay. We've got a desk, calendar, current round of the school year, 24 rounds in the school year. That every 2 weeks. You'll receive a colorful tape and claim rewards through rigorous study. Oh no. Every day you will automatically receive 4 exercise books. We gotta do schoolwork. View the items required to begin a new round. Exchange 1 exercise book. Okay. Use AP if we don't have enough books. Okay. September 1st. Having finally gotten through the opening ceremony and the big news that dropped there, she rests up in the dorm before heading back to the school building. The fresh air along the way makes her breathe a sigh of relief. Suddenly, someone next to her throws her arms up in a dramatic stretch.
드디어 아는 사람 만났네.
Finally someone I know.
아까 입학식 연설 듣는데 너무 머리 아프더라. 넌 어땠어?
Oh, my head hurts so much after the opening ceremony. What about you? The person speaking is her classmate, Kiki Bennett. Everyone was seated randomly in her new class, and she quickly became familiar with they quickly became familiar with each other because they just happened to be sitting next to each other. Same here. I feel like a century has passed. All right, we're going back to the classroom now, right? I think we'll be doing some ice-breaking activities there. As soon as she says that, she hears a commotion coming from around the corner of the hallway behind her. If her memory serves her right, there's a big message board there for people to post all kinds of club posters and school newspapers. Curious about what's going on over there, she starts moving towards it.
어디가? 우리 반은 저쪽이야. 거긴 반대 방향이라고.
Where are you going? Our classroom is this way. You're going in the opposite direction. Kiki, look over there. Something's going on at the message board.
그러게. 진짜 소란스럽네.
Yeah, it seems to be quite a ruckus. Shall we check it out?
그래. 대신 서둘러야 돼.
Alright, but we should be fast. Or we should hurry. Since they still need to go to their classroom afterwards, they scurry over there quickly.
뭘 봐, 보지 마. 다 저리 가.
What are you looking at? There's nothing to see here. Disperse.
여기 모여있지 말고 다들 교실로 돌아가.
Don't gather around here. Return to your classrooms. By the time Kiki and Rosa arrive at the scene of the commotion, the guidance counselor is already standing in front of the message board, blocking it with his outstretched arms. What? But despite his efforts, all the students present had already read the message on the poster there. Youth is short, so stand up and protect our traditions. Then it says, ah! Some students who just arrived bump into her, but she manages to keep her balance.
빨리 가.
Hurry up.
가라고. 보지 마.
Hurry, stop looking.
이건 대체 언제 붙인 거야?
Who posted this poster?
붙인 사람이 빨리 떼어가.
Oh. Whoever it is, take it down quickly. A tearing sound fills the air. After that, she sees a large blank face on the message board. As she watches the poster get ripped off, one after one, a disgruntled feeling wells up within her. Should be fine if I just take one more look at the posters, right? When no one is paying attention, she grabs the poster and reads through it quickly. If we don't speak up now, no one will do anything for us in the future. Don't let these 3 years go to waste. Surely there's something you want to achieve. These are... The person who wrote the messages must have racked their brains to come up with these radical messages to rally other people to stand up for the Academy's long-standing tradition with them. I wonder who wrote it. To see the signature more clearly, she scans the poster for any information that catches her eye.
신입생들은 교실로 돌아가.
New students return to your classrooms now.
계속 여기 있으면 징계야.
Oh, if you wait here, you'll get disciplinary action.
그만 보고 얼른 가자.
Oh, let's stop and hurry. As more teachers start to help disperse the crowd, Kiki leaves, pulling her with her. In the chaos, someone takes the poster from her hand. However, the words she's just read are still fresh in her mind. After returning to the classroom, Kiki pulls her seat next to Rosa.
그래서 말이야. 아까 그거 어떻게 생각해?
So, what do you think just happened?
다들 동아리랑 활동들 기대하면서 지원했을 텐데 학교가 이렇게 될 줄이야.
Everyone signed up for this school because they were looking forward to the special clubs and activities. But now the school's become like this. Deep down, she has to admit that those posters all over the message board stirred something within her, or at the very least piqued her interest. Well, what can I actually do in this school year? She finds herself at a loss, most likely due to the expectations she had for the future. As if sensing her confusion, Kiki grabs a notebook and opens it, acting all mysterious.
그러면 되겠다. 담임 선생님 오시기 전에 학교 혁신 정책에 안 걸리는 특별한 거 한번 해볼래?
Since the homeroom teacher isn't here, why don't we do a special activity that isn't restricted by the new policies? A special activity?
새 학기를 위해서 준비한 작은 의식 같은 거야.
Yeah, something like a ritual for the new school year. Think of it like a psychological test.
약간 점 보는 느낌이라 잘하면 진짜 네 미래를 예측할 수 있을지도 몰라. 어때?
But it's a little mystical in nature, so it might even predict your future. What do you think? Sure, I'm ready.
내가 간단한 질문을 할 테니까 나 보지 말고 대답만 하면 돼.
I'll ask you some simple questions. Don't look at me and just answer them.
우선 첫 번째 질문.
To start, the first question.
네가 던전을 탐험하는 용감한 마법사라고 상상해봐.
Imagine yourself as a magician bravely exploring a dungeon.
그리고 지금 앞에 거대한 고대 드래곤이 나타난 거야. 어떤 마법으로 물리칠 거야?
And then an ancient dragon appears in front of you. What spell would you cast? A carefully designed spell combo. There's a higher chance of winning with a spell combo, right? I can't go wrong with that.
그렇구나. 알겠어.
I see.
자, 다음은 두 번째 질문.
Now,
드래곤과의 싸움에서 간신히 승리했는데 드래곤이 머물던 보물 동굴을 발견했어.
the second question. You defeat the dragon by a hair's breadth and find the treasure cave where it lives.
보물 동굴의 새 주인이 됐는데 거기서 어떻게 쉴 거야?
As the new owner of the cave, how will you rest? Take a nap. I'll be really sleepy after fighting the dragon, so I'll take a nap first.
그렇구나.
I see.
대충 알겠어.
Okay, wow. That's almost everything I need to know. Already? That's like 2 questions.
그렇다면 마지막이자 가장 중요한 질문. 준비하시라.
And now for the last and most important question. Get ready.
전투로 지쳐서 동굴 안에서 졸았는데 다시 눈을 뜨고 보니까 주변이 완전히 달라져 있어.
Exhausted after the battle, you take a nap in the cave. But when you open your eyes, the surroundings have completely changed.
이제 용사가 아니라 침실 책상에 엎드려 있는 거야.
You're no longer a hero and you're leaning on the desk in your bedroom.
책상 앞에서 정신을 차리고 나니까 꿈인 걸 알게 된 거야. 그리고 무의식적으로 눈앞에 어떤 물건에 시선이 가는데
Oh, after coming to your senses, you realize you were just dreaming. You glance around and notice something in front of you.
그게 뭘까?
What would you look at first? Oh, they tell... Oh, that's funny. They tell you what you should pick. That's like depending on who you want. Okay. That's funny. A planner with a bent corner. I'll probably snap right back into my usual routine and start figuring out what I need to do next. After completing the test, she waits for Kiki to announce the results. However, she takes a deep breath before closing her notebook slowly. Huh? Kiki, you just said these questions could be used to predict the future.
맞아.
That's
미래를
right.
다 봤어.
I've already seen your future.
근데 천기는 누설할 수 없는 법이거든.
But it's a
알고
secret.
싶으면
If you want to know.
저기 내 자리를 맡고 있는 것 같은데.
Excuse me, you're blocking my seat. Hi, Luke! Oh my gosh. He sounds younger, I think. Kiki and Rosa both look up and see a person standing next to the seat in front of her that has been vacant since morning. According to the seating chart on the blackboard, the student sitting in front of her is someone called Luke.
아, 그러네. 미안해.
Ah, that's right. I'm sorry. Just as he's about to put down his school bag and sit down in front of her, he suddenly looks at her and then at the seating chart not far away.
내가 왜 네 앞자리로 배정된 거지?
Why would they make me sit in front of you?
앞이 안 보일 텐데.
If we do this, then you won't be able to see at all. If the seating arrangement is based on height, Luke should never be arranged to sit in front of her. Maybe the person who made the arrangements didn't notice this. I'll tell the teacher in the office. That's okay, man. It's fine. I'll look around.
괜찮아, 내가 갈게.
That's alright. I'll go.
아침에 입학식 못 간 것 때문에 선생님한테 해명하러 가야 하거든.
I couldn't make it to the opening ceremony, so I'll have to explain to the teacher anyway. You missed the opening ceremony? Wait a minute. Sure, students miss opening ceremonies for all sorts of reasons, but a certain smell on Luke catches her attention. Is that ink I smell? Unable to resist her curiosity, she leans closer to Luke for a sniff. Rosa! What are you doing? He seems to be completely taken aback by her actions and subconsciously steps back. But at the same time, for some reason, Luke seems to be trying his best not to arouse her suspicion, though he tries not to retreat. As a result, the two are caught in a strange scene where she is sniffing him and he's just letting it happen. What is happening? Luke was absent because... But before she can call out to stop him, he turns around swiftly and soon disappears behind the classroom doors. What is happening? How are we gonna run into each of them? After some brief ice-breaking activities in the classroom, Kiki and Rosa split up temporarily to get the supplies they'll need for school from the various places in the academy. There are long queues everywhere, so maybe I should take a photo nearby for my school ID first. A few more steps along the hallway, and she arrives at the art classroom, which is currently being used as a photo-taking area. Huh? The line of people waiting to take photos extends all the way outside the classroom, which lines up with her expectations. What she didn't expect, though, was that there would be a small booth next to the line. It wasn't so much a club recruitment booth as it is the booth of some small workshop.
와서 보고 가요. 새 학기니까 새로운 마음으로 상담해 줄게요.
Line up for a look. A new semester means new customers.
열정적인 선배가 과외, 진학 계획, 초상화 스케치까지 여러모로 열심히 도와줄게요.
Oh! Marius is older. I just assumed that they would keep things the same as they were before and make her his sunbae, but it looks like he's the sunbae. Oh. As a passionate upperclassman, I offer services including tutoring. Okay, I don't know what I want to see what he actually said. This seems very specific.
열정적인 선배가 과외, 진학 계획, 초상화 스케치까지 여러모로 열심히 도와줄게요.
This passionate upperclassman or sunbae will tutor, help you with university admission planning, and even portrait sketching.
아, 성실한 조수도 구해요. 거기 좋은 기회니까 놓치지 말고 보고 가.
I'm recruiting an assistant too. You over there, don't let this opportunity slip away. What is happening? This upperclassman seems to be really good at doing business and manages to instinctively catch her gaze. In an attempt to regain her composure, she bends down to read the price list on his homemade promotional board and see his brief self-introduction at the bottom. Marius, the top student in the higher grade who only settles with coming first but not second. What's this about not being second? Despite the noisy crowd around her, this upperclassman named Marius seems to hear her mumbling to herself. He looks past the other students and winks at her. This phrase sounds oddly familiar, like it's an unspoken secret between the two of them. Why does it sound so familiar to me, though? Anyway, now's not the time to think about this. Is this all a dream? Is Rosa actually dreaming about a high school AU? Is it really okay to set up a booth in public in the academy? I can't shake the feeling that a teacher will appear any time to take him away. As if to prove her right, a teacher cries out in surprise from the other end of the hallway as expected. The onlooking students still start dispersing immediately as Marius picks up his promotional board like he's done it a million times.
선생님 오셨네.
Ah, teacher's here.
오늘 장사는 여기까지 해야지.
Today's consultation ends here. Okay.
저기 우리가 인연이 있으면 다시 만날 거야?
If fate calls for it, I guess. We'll meet again. All right. Perhaps to avoid the teacher, or maybe it's just his personality, he quickly slips away after an over-the-top farewell to the other freshmen who are looking at him with mixed expressions. That's like the most sus senior. After taking her ID photo, she soon collects most of the school supplies she needs to. The only thing left is the academy's meal card. I heard that the meal card can be collected at the cafeteria. Oh? After arriving at the cafeteria, she's greeted by the fragrant aroma of barbecued meat on rice. However, meals aren't usually served at this time, so she looks around curiously for the origin of the aroma. That's...
대근우, 이쪽으로 조금만 더 와봐. 좀 와. 한 번 더 웃어보자.
Begunu, come closer. Over here. Look over here. Smile more. She sees the guidance counselor directing an upperclassman and a photographer while supervising some filming work next to the new cafeteria sign. The upperclassman named Artem is holding the barbecued meat on rice calmly while standing still.
저 준비됐어요, 선생님.
I'm ready, professor or teacher, whatever.
홍보 멘트도 해야 하나요?
Do I need to say the slogan?
식당에선 뛰어다니지 마세요.
Don't run in the cafeteria. Is that the slogan? He's so cute. They're shooting a promotional video. I suppose this upperclassman is a student leader or something, since he was chosen for this role. He's so cute. However, Artem's earnest expression adds an element of absurdity to the scene, making it both awkwardly amusing and unintentionally comical. Speaking of which, next to this upperclassman, while glancing at Artem, her attention is inadvertently drawn to the school bag on the chair next to him. This must be his school bag. It looks quite normal, and she can see the corner of a planner sticking out of it. Oddly enough, that planner looks quite familiar for some reason. He rests his gaze on her after scanning the crowd in front of him slowly, which makes her wonder if this was because she was looking at him. At the same time, she hears whispers all around her.
저 사람이 그 유명한 백은우 선배야?
That the famous Artem Wing?
그럼 운동 다 잘하는 완벽한 모범생이라면서.
I heard he's got top grades and he's good at sports.
대학도 벌써 합격했다던데. 아, 진짜 부럽다.
He's already got a university acceptance. Oh, I'm really envious. It's most likely that Artem also heard similar comments. But instead of caring about what others are saying, he devotes all his full attention to the barbecued meat on rice that is being used as a prop in front of him. Upon closer inspection, though, she notices a trace of awkwardness in his professional appearance. Is the steam rising from the barbecue rice on meat stinging his eyes? I get the feeling that he's squinting and keeping his distance from the rice. No, there's more to it than that. From her angle, she can see an alarming amount of chili peppers piled up on top of the piping hot barbecued meat on rice. Oh no, Kathy, it's your greatest enemy. Chili. The amount of chili peppers there is absolutely devastating to any student who prefers a light diet. Hi, Beck. Could it be that he's not good at eating spicy food? I keep forgetting that Artem can't handle spicy there. I wanted to do Love in Deep Space first, just to do the gacha, but the game's taking a really long time to retrieve info for some reason. So we're doing Tears of Themis first. It is a high school AU. I have a suspicion that this is a dream that Rosa is having or something like that. And we've met Luke in the class. He sits in front of her. We've met Marius running some scam outside in the hallways. And now we've met Artem, who is shooting a promotional video for the school cafeteria. We haven't seen Vin yet. But this is very, very cute and very silly. You knew that Chili would one day pose a threat to the world? You went on a Pokemon walk and Cappy kept commenting on the stream. Sounds like Cappy. You'd fall for Marius' scam. I bet you would. He was quite charming. Maybe some mysterious powers at work, but Artem seems to sense that she's looking at him, and she gets the feeling that she was probably right about his situation. He shakes his head at her as if asking her to keep his secret. Then, as if he's already used to all of this, he forces himself to look at the faces of all the students calmly before coughing lightly and looking at the camera. Poor Artem! When facing the camera, his eyes seem a little strange at first, but he quickly regains his composure. I better not get in their way. I should go get my meal card first. Alright, okay. Are we finally gonna meet Vin? Now that she's collected almost everything she'll need for the school, she gets the urge to check out the campus a bit more after seeing how nice the weather is outside. The spacious sports field in front of her has everything a sports field should have, but... Oh! By the way, Luke is a classmate, Marius is a sunbae, and so is Artem. I think Marius is a second year, Artem is a third year because he's about to graduate, and Rosa is a first year. So, for once, Rosa is younger than Marius. Yeah, he's a second year. So Rosa's the younger one. So that's interesting. Because we haven't experienced that yet. Yeah, Marius is older than us. Crazy, right? The spacious sports field in front of her has everything a sports field should have, but I never expected to see such a dense forest next to a sports field. Standing at the edge of the lush greenery, she can even feel a cool breeze coming from it. Looking deep inside, she sees an old building. Is that an abandoned school building? Since it's free time right now, why don't I take a look inside? Whoa. What's next, Vin is a sports star? I guess not, because we ended up in a forest instead. I wonder if Vin will be as sussy as usual or not. The moment she starts walking, something white flashes past her feet, and she hears a meowing sound. A stray cat? It was so fast. I hope I didn't step on its tail.
아니니까 걱정하지 마.
You didn't, so don't worry. Is that his voice? Do you hear something rustling in the wind again? Soon? Oh. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Soon, the foliage sways in front of her, and someone wearing a school uniform like hers walks out from behind the trees with the little kitten in his hands.
얘가 사람이랑 장난치는 걸 좋아하거든. 아까부터 널 따라다녔어.
Oh, it was, this little one just loves playing with people. Just now, it was following, behind you. Oh, his voice is a bit gentler and younger too.
아마 지금도 너랑 숲에서 놀고 싶을 거야.
Perhaps right now it even wants to keep playing with you. What year is he? He moves a bit closer to her as he says that. The white kitten in his arms reaches out to her like it wants to pat her with its chubby paw. Oh, can I pet it? He nods affirmatively. When she places her hand tentatively on the kitten's back, he also reaches out to gently scratch its chin. Their arms touch occasionally, and it isn't long until he speaks again.
하지만
신입생이라면 너무 멀리 가지 않는 게 좋을 거야.
Ah, but since you're a new student, you shouldn't go too deep inside this forest. He's gonna be the foreign exchange student. That's true, but what year is he? After saying that, he glances at the building behind him, which is mostly covered by shadows of trees. Then why did you...
난 특수한 케이스라
I'm a special
학교에서
case.
크게 신경 쓰지 않아.
The school doesn't really care what I do. Oh! Why does that sound so sad? A special case?
올해 해외 교환학생 명단을 보면 윤노아라는 이름이 있을 거야.
If you've seen the list of international exchange students for the year, you'll have seen the name Yoon Noah. Oh, sorry, Vin Richter.
그게 나고.
That's me, and...
그럼 이만 가볼게.
Well, let's just leave it there. Why? Oh, is it because he's still a prince? Do you think that not only is he the foreign exchange student, but he's still also like royalty, and that's why they don't give a shit what he does? He's a college student pretending to be a high school senior now. He doesn't seem inclined to reveal anything more about himself, and with his goodbyes out of the way, he walks towards the building. The white kitten in his arms, however, pokes its head out and continues to look at her. He's right, I better return to my classroom. When I get back, I'm going to tell Kiki about everything that happened during this time. Okay. Oh, that's the school bell. As the bell rings in the new semester, we welcome our students back to campus to kick off a new academic journey. May we embrace this new semester full of enthusiasm, remaining disciplined in our studies, and grow along with the academy. We wish you all a smooth start to the school year. Let's get learning. Oh, finally we have something different. Okay. After school. Is this the rehearsal room? Oh, I came to the study room by mistake. Are all these books his? There's someone here even though school's over for the day. Oh, it's Artem from the promotional video shoot. Is he reading... Oh, this looks just like a dating sim. He looks more handsome than in the interview photos. I mean, this is a dating sim, but you know what I mean, the traditional ones. She might run into her current study partner after daily occurrences or important events end. Oh, I see. Interactions do not affect affinity or story. Simply select the interaction method that you prefer. Okay. So, let's ask for direction. A dating sim in my theme is a dating sim within a dating sim. Excuse me. Huh? I'm a freshman. Is the rehearsal room somewhere around here? Oh, it's not voice. That's a shame. It's at the end of the corridor. Okay, thanks. A model student like Artem should come to the study room a lot. Maybe I'll meet him here again in the future. Let's continue this. October! Research field trip. Wow, we're already into the second month. Of course I did, yes. As Artem marches on, Minerva Academy's research field trips are also kicking off. Multiple destinations have been chosen for these research trips, offering both theoretical and practical value. Students can deepen their understanding of in-class knowledge in a hands-on environment to contribute to more comprehensive development. Dining hall has new offerings, chestnut yam pancakes. Enjoy a tasty meal. Oh! Dormitory. Oh, look at this! That's a pretty neat looking dorm. Wow. Very good use of space. Look at the stairs, sorry, has little what are these called? Drawers. At midnight, she turns on the lights after hearing the footsteps of the dormitory manager fading away. Yeah, it's a boarding school. Of course, that's how you get the most fun out of these high school AUs. After that, the other girl climbs out of bed quietly and gather around in a circle. Let's keep going. It's my turn to tell the ghost story, isn't it? Yes, and it has to be related to a place in the academy. Then we'll draw lots and explore the place from the ghost story. Draw lots, not draw a lot. Okay, got it. Got it. I'll start now. Hiki clears her voice and motions for everyone to gather closer.
저녁 8시 이후에는 절대 강의동으로 가지 말라고 했어.
오.
특히 연극교실 근처는 절대.
Okay. Celestine Sunbae warned me to never enter the school building after 8 p.m., especially to stay away from the drama classroom. The drama classroom? Is it because the guidance counselor and security guards are on patrol everywhere?
그럴 리가. 귀신 때문이라니까.
No, it's because of a ghost.
몇십 년 전에 죽은 선배가 있는데 아카데미 연극제 무대에서 사고로 쓰러졌고 아직도 무대를 떠나지 못하고 있대.
Oh my gosh. Several decades ago, an upperclassman fell off the stage and died during a school drama festival.
자기가 그렇게 됐다는 사실을 몰라서 매일 밤 연극 교실에서 혼자 연습을 계속한다고 해.
But he doesn't know that he's a ghost, so he keeps practicing in the drama classroom every night.
연극 교실을 다녀온 사람들의 말로는 그 죽은 선배가 내가 문 열어줄게 라고 말하는 걸 들었고
According to those who have explored the drama classroom, after hearing the words, I'll open the door for you,
그 후엔 완전히 의식을 잃어버렸다더라.
they all passed out. Everyone starts whispering before Kiki finishes speaking. It's not a ghost, it's just Vin doing therapy wrong. Imagine Mario slumming it in a tiny room like this. If she really thinks about it, the characters in the ghost stories are all kind of quirky and absurd. Well, did Celestine Sunbae tell you what the ghost looks like? Has anyone seen him? To maintain the spooky atmosphere, she asked while trying not to laugh.
2학년에 백은우 선배 기억해?
Oh!
그 선배보다 더 잘생겼다고 하던데? 아니, 100배는 더 잘생겼대.
Oh, interesting. Well, do you know Artem Sunday? The second year? Oh, he's a second year. He's not a third year. Marius and Artem are the same age. Okay. He's 10, no, 100 times more handsome than him. Impossible. Artem, I remember. Artem is one of the most well-known upperclassmen, admired for his excellence in both academics and character. Not only is he a model student at school, but he also writes articles and film reviews for magazines outside of school on a regular basis. Artem, do you just not sleep? He's pretty much a perfect man. She saw him from a distance in the crowd once when school started. As she's lost in thought, gazing down while taking a trip down memory lane, Kiki seems to sense that she doesn't believe her ghost story like everyone else, so she nudges her gently.
아니, 진짜라니까. 지민 선배가 하는 말이 거짓일 리 없다고.
No, it's true. Celestine Sunbae would never lie to me. Did they switch Marius and Jian's ages? I don't know if Jian's here, so...
좋아, 이제 제비뽑기를 해볼까?
Hit by Zane syndrome. Yeah, to be honest. Why are all the ones I love workaholics? It's time to draw lots now, right? Let me see. After a moment, everyone looks at each other, eager to see what the others have drawn. After all, the result of the draw will determine who will go to the drama classroom to face the upperclassman spirit. Oh, I'm the lucky one. It says I can bring someone with me too. Oh dear. Who should I bring? Kiki?
나 쳐다보지 마.
Don't look at me. But Kiki, you know more about the drama classroom than all of us.
그렇긴 한데 나 귀신 싫단 말이야.
Even if that's so... I hate ghosts. Come on, if you come with me, I'll let you borrow my notes or anything else you want from me.
그럼...
Oh. Is Kiki not good at studying? Actually, that wouldn't be surprising. After offering to share her collection of tricky math questions with Kiki for the next month, she manages to persuade her to sneak into the dim school building with her.
연극 교실은 바로 앞이야. 너무 빨리 가지 마.
The drama classroom is right up ahead. Don't walk so fast. It looks pretty normal. Kiki? She stops and looks at her after she tugs her arm. Her eyebrows are knitted together, but Rosa can't tell from her expression if she's nervous or under some kind of compelling influence.
그 과일 볶음밥이 문제였던 것 같은데 갑자기 배가 너무 아파서 화장실 좀 다녀올게.
I think there was something wrong with the fruit fried rice I ate in the cafeteria. My stomach hurts. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real fast. Should we return to the dormitory first?
아니. 금방 다녀올 테니까 여기서 기다려.
No,
절대 멀리 가지 말고.
I'll be back right away. So just wait here. Don't wander too far off. Kiki gives her a firm pat before running to the nearest toilet. After taking a deep breath, she looks at the drama classroom not too far from her. There's no such thing as ghosts. Oh. At first, she thinks it's the ticking of a clock, but there's no clock anywhere, and the sound seems to be coming from... Is there someone in the drama classroom? After she racks up the courage to take a few steps toward the drama classroom, she hears a strange sound coming from inside the room again. What's going on? Although she was adamant in her belief that there's no such thing as ghosts just a moment ago, an instinctive fear starts to overcome her. She looks behind her subconsciously, then she returns to the toilet where Kiki is. Kiki, I think I heard a strange sound.
이상한 소리?
A strange sound?
난 아무 소리도 못 들었어.
I didn't hear anything.
무섭게 하지 마.
Don't scare me. Maybe a prop or something fell on the ground. I'll try not to think about it. Okay, I'm calm now. Rational thought and instinct fight fiercely in her head. Just as rational thought is about to win,
그 사람을 따라가는 것 같지만 사실은 나 자신을 따라가는 것이다.
I follow him, but in truth, I follow myself. The ghost has just been Artem this entire time. You scared the shit out of me, literally. Yeah. Yeah, maybe then Kiki will go faster and come out. It's not just her imagination. She clearly hears a young man's voice after the strange sound. Her heart beats wildly. Before she knows it, she finds herself at the door of the drama classroom. After all, she remembers the lines being read by the ghost and even knows what work it's from.
세상에 아는 나는 진짜 내가 아니다.
The me that the world knows is not the real me. Aren't these lines from Othello? Oh, so that's what the Korean translation of Othello sounds like. I know I should just read the lines as they are because these are quotes, but... The more you say, the more likely you are to make a mistake perfectly describes her situation. She retreats silently with her hand over her mouth, but the person in the classroom has already noticed her. In her confusion, she finds the person's voice to be kind of familiar, but her brain is already losing its ability to think properly.
누구 있어요?
Is there someone there? The ghost is just Artem practicing his acting skills? Yes. Yes. Okay, let's practice the choking scene. Although the other person is also hesitating, he still chooses to walk over to the door. By this point, she's already been discovered and there's no escape. Yeah, because Kiki's in the bathroom and you can't abandon her. Thanks to the moonlight from the window behind her, she sees her shadow overlapping with the shadow of the man on the other side of the door. In another context unrelated to campus ghost stories, maybe this scene would invoke some other thoughts in people's imaginations. Wait, I'm confused. Is the door open? How is his shadow overlapping with hers? There's a door in the way. Okay, whatever. After that, she hears something that sounds really familiar, something that she heard Kiki say not too long ago.
됐다.
Never mind.
내가 문을 열어줄게.
I'll open the door for you. Yeah, the door is closed. Window in the door? Maybe. Okay. Because I'm like, how can his shadow be overlapping with hers if there's a door in the way? What are the writers on? As the man's voice overlaps with Kiki's voice in her head, everything seems to flash quickly in front of her eyes. Before the door opens completely, her legs start running towards Kiki by themselves. Rosa just runs. Kiki, there's a ghost! While she runs down the hallway, the last shred of her sanity makes her vaguely realize something. Why does the ghost from the story sound like Artem? That's really cute. That's so silly. I just imagine Rosa running. Oh god. I need someone to draw that scene. I need someone to draw that scene. Kiki just lets out a scared toot. Poor Kiki. Although it's bright all around her because of the sunlight, she seems to be getting sleepier and sleepier. Beside her, Kiki is squatting next to her desk with persistently, looking at her with both concern and curiosity.
그날 밤에 진짜 무슨 일이 있었던 거야?
Happened yesterday.
화장실에서 손 씻고 있는데 갑자기 날 끌고 도망쳤잖아.
Oh God. Thank goodness Kiki had already washed her hands. You just grabbed my hand and took off running after... I don't want to remember. She barely slept a wink after fleeing back to the dormitory with Kiki that night. There's no way I can tell her that the ghost I saw was Artem, right? Artem has uncomfortable thoughts about the Othello choking scene. Firstly, Artem is a living person. Secondly, the drama club hasn't been very active recently due to the impact of the new campus policies. Yeah, Artem is in the drama club! I knew it. Which means it's almost impossible for Artem to be doing something at the drama club. Just as she's trying to figure out how to satisfy Kiki's curiosity, she suddenly gives her a pat.
괴담은 됐고 잠깐 뒤돌아봐.
I'll forget about the ghost story. First, just turn around. What is it? Ah!
누굴 좀 찾으러 왔는데.
I'm looking for someone. Oh my god, he's here! The ghost found her. As the saying goes, speak of the devil and he shall appear. At this moment, Artem is knocking on the door of the classroom.
학생 주임 선생님이 급히 교무실로 오라고 해서.
The guidance counselor asked me to tell the student to go to the office for something urgent. When her eyes meet his, many possibilities instinctively pop up in her mind. But she can't share any of them with anyone else, so the only thing she can do now is follow Artem and think on her feet. What if she was caught on CCTV, wandering around? Did the guidance counselor tell you to bring me to the rooftop? Oh my god, he lied! After following Artem to a corner of the school rooftop, avoiding other students along the way, she musters up the courage to ask him this. Wait, this is, remember the high school, visiting his high school, event, right? He also took her to the rooftop in that story. And they had lunch together. It was cute. Artem seems to be the same as always, or rather there's something he wants to say to her and is trying to act normal.
사실 선생님이 부른 게 아니야.
Actually, the guidance counselor didn't call for you.
널 불러내고 싶어서 그냥 핑계 댄 거지.
I wanted to talk to you, so I came up with an excuse. Wanna watch me eat some broccoli? It was their law college. Oh, right.
단도직입적으로 물어볼 테니 놀라지 말고 들어.
I'll get straight to the point, so don't be too surprised.
그날 밤
That night,
우리
I saw everything! Rosa, why is her face like this? Wow, do not interrogate Rosa. She will give away everything immediately. High school Rosa is a wimp. She can't fool him. Since Artem came to talk to her alone, it's most likely that she really did see him that night. She's probably the only person in the school or even in the whole city who has seen him rehearsing Othello in the middle of the night, which is a blatant violation of the school rules. Her sudden confession takes Artem by surprise, and he starts to act a little flustered.
어?
Oh?
다 봤다고?
You saw everything?
그게 그러니까
What? I saw you reciting lines from Othello and honestly thought you were the charming ghost from that campus ghost story. I assumed you wanted to make out. Literally no way the counselor wanted to meet me on the roof.
잘생긴 귀신?
The handsome ghost?
역시.
As expected. The weight is always unbearable after making a confession. Will he tell her off or...
먼저
First?
알아둬야 할 게 있어. 기숙사 소동 이후 허락 없이 강의동에 들어가는 건 규칙 위반이야.
First of all, you should know that sneaking into the school building after lights out can get you into serious trouble. Oh my god, he's lecturing her. Not the forbidden solo rehearsal.
가벼운 경고 정도로 끝날 수도 있지만 최근 아카데미 정책을 보면 벌을 받을 수도 있지.
You could get off with just a warning, but under the new school policies, you could end up facing like harsher punishment. I was just... But didn't he also violate the school rules? I love Rosa. Obviously, she can't let Artem hear the retort she mumbled under her breath, so her voice becomes quieter as she speaks.
하지만 다른 사람한테 말하지 않을 테니 걱정하지 않아도 돼.
But I won't tell anyone, so you don't need to worry. Her relief at escaping punishment is also immediately overshadowed by a sense of foreboding worry, a feeling that only grows stronger as she looks at Artem.
대신 한동안 내 연습 파트너가 되어줬으면 해.
Oh my god! But that's only if you become my rehearsal partner. I accept your punishment. Oh my god. This is the setup of a high school like anime. A high school romance anime. This is like totally that setup. I think this is hilarious. Artem is the most awkward way to ask someone else. Yeah, right?
물론 학업 시간에 영향을 주진 않을 거야. 선생님들이 난처하게 만드는 일도 없을 거고.
I won't ask you to help me during your usual study hours, so you won't get in trouble with the teacher because you're helping me.
그냥
I just...
가끔 나랑 같이 연극 교실에서 연습해주면 돼.
You can come to the drama classroom with me occasionally. Your rehearsal partner? Why me?
대사 한마디만 듣고 바로 맞히는 사람은 거의 없으니까.
There's hardly anyone who would recognize the play from just a single line. Artem is referring to the night she heard him reciting the lines of Othello, but this explanation doesn't answer all her questions. But if you really want to, I'm sure you can find someone more qualified than me to help, right? After all, he writes articles for film critic magazines outside of school regularly, so he should be more experienced and knowledgeable than most students.
연극에 대해 꽤 잘하는 것 같아서 부탁하는 거야.
I'm asking for your help because you have a good understanding of the theater.
물론 또 다른 결정적인 이유도 있지.
And there's another reason.
알아봤는데 신입생인데도 아카데미가 지켜온 동아리 분위기를 유지하고 싶어하는 것 같더라고.
After doing some research, it seems that you really appreciate the club culture that the school used to have. They've already been discovered, huh?
그러니까 연극부에 들어와 볼래?
So why don't you consider joining the drama club? Oh, it's recruitment! He's recruiting her! The drama club? It's true that she's been campaigning actively to preserve the academy's tradition since she started school. But this reason is still not enough to make Artem come to her directly. Unable to hold back anymore, she asks him her question outright. I could, but let's not talk about me for a second. Since you're rehearsing this play, that means you'll be performing it on stage someday, right? Will it be for a school event or something else?
곧 아카데미에서 열릴 오디션에 참가할 거야. 실수가 없어야 하거든.
Oh, I'll be auditioning on campus soon, and I don't want to make any mistakes.
그러니까 네가 가장 좋은 연습 파트너가 되어줄 수 있을 거야.
And I think you're the most suitable rehearsal partner I can find. An audition? Hearing Artem, who should be focusing on getting into university, say that he will be doing an audition is just as shocking as hearing the guidance counselor say he will be teaching physical education the next day. Artem also realizes how shocking this sounds, but he doesn't have time to elaborate as the class bell has rung, so he keeps his explanation simple.
설명하려면 시간이 좀 걸릴 것 같아.
I'll take some time to explain it.
받아들일 마음이 있다면 며칠 뒤에 연극 교실로 와줘.
If it's convenient for you and you can do it, come to the drama classroom in a few days. I'll see you in a few days then. Maybe she was moved by Artem's sincerity, or maybe she really wanted to see him rehearsing again. Artem and she agree on a time to meet before parting ways. Wow. This really is a high school AU. It's cute. Thank you for agreeing to be my rehearsal partner. I know asking you to do this might have been intrusive, but I can tell you're interested in the performing arts too. I hope by working together, you will also experience the happiness that the theater can bring. From Artem. Wait, we're on the sports field now. This time, we're going to Quilson City for our research field trip. It's a diverse city that seamlessly blends traditional charm with modern flair. You'll have the chance to visit Kilsa Museum, known for its rich historical atmosphere, as well as the distinctly contemporary art center. Beyond these two highlights... Oh, he's not voiced, I realized. The city's automated industrial park will also be open for you during this tour, so feel free to check it out if you're interested. Of course, you're also free to explore the city on your own and discover places that catch your interest, like the amusement park or the dragon exhibition. If these sound appealing, don't hesitate to stop by and check them out. On a field trip, you can just go to the amusement park, but like that will take up your whole day. Once you arrive in Coulson City, you'll be free to explore at your own pace. The accompanying teachers will stay at the terminal, so if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out to them. Please remember to stay safe, and I wish you all a fruitful and enjoyable field trip. Yang City. We finally arrived at Coulson City. The climate is so pleasant here. Yang City. After arriving at Coulson City, they started their free time like the guidance counselor said. Have you decided where you want to go? I'm still thinking. What about you? Looks like you've already made up your mind. Yep. Kiki waves a brochure in her hand, and the image of the dragon and magician on it makes it clear. The dragon exhibition? The familiar image reminds her of her psychological test that Kiki showed her on her first day at the academy. I never thought there would really be a fantasy exhibition about wizards fighting dragons. Are you really gonna sleep inside a dragon's cave now? That's right, I heard they'll have comfy beds at the exhibition. My dream of becoming a magician will finally come true. Wow, that is a really random dream, but alright. Alright, I'm off. You should get going too as soon as you figure out where you want to go. Sure, have fun fighting dragons. After saying goodbye to Kiki, she turns around to find the person she was looking for already standing next to her, ready to discuss their destination. It's Luke, isn't it? It's Luke, isn't it? These options will affect your research field trip score, influenced by learning aptitude bonuses. Recommended you choose your highest learning aptitude bonus. Okay. High rationality, high perception, high artistry. Interesting. Go for this one. According to the teacher, Coulson City's automation enterprises are the most technologically advanced in the world and have many high-tech facilities. Planning to visit the new enterprise park. I bet I'll learn a lot of new things there. After deciding where to go, she looks at the person beside her. Oh, it's Artem! Oh, you can pick again! Oh, great. Okay. Never mind. I thought it was gonna be random. Do you want to go there with me, or do you want to go somewhere else? I'll come with you. I'm rather interested in that place too. The sooner we get there, the more time we'll have to explore. Shall we go now? Sure, let's go now. Oh. Uh-oh. Ah! Ah! It's going much like... Ah! Why am I so slow? Okay. Oops. Tapped too early that time. Oh my god, that was hard. Why was that so hard? So many detours, I'm beat. That should have been an easy game. Okay, enter the classroom excitedly. Artem, you're so early. Good morning. Why are you also here so early? I thought you would get some rest after walking so much yesterday. It's because I learned so much during the field trip yesterday. So I thought I would come in early to do my field trip notes. I happen to have already written some of it. We went to the same place, so why don't we do it together? Sure, let's get started then. Oh, that's cute. I heard you were stressing out about the reading list for our literary appreciation class. Maybe I could give you some suggestions. Let's head to the library after school today. I'll be waiting for you in the foreign language section. Oh, that's cute. Foreign literature section should be around here somewhere. Oh! You get exclusive interactions. Cool. This way. You're already here, Artem. Why do you have that many books with you? Well, I got here a bit early and picked out some books based on your course requirements. I took this course before, so I know a little bit about what you might need. I see. Actually, I made a book list earlier. Do you think these would be suitable? Let me see. Two of the books we selected are the same. That's such a coincidence. I'll get these 2 books then. Thank you. Read eagerly. Artem, have you already eaten? Yes, what about you? I just left the cafeteria. Are you reading a book? Yes, this is the novel the movie Trapped was based on. Trapped. It's about a protagonist who keeps breaking the rules of a town and experiencing different lives. Artem, we get it. You just want to practice a choking scene with Rosa alone. You got Artem to bear it all. Not yet, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon Artem will bear it all. And it seems pretty interesting. I'll lend it to you after I'm finished reading it. Thanks in advance then. Okay. Cute. Okay. The last one for today. Temperature drops with each passing day at the academy, announcing the upcoming arrival of winter exams. Although the result of these exams won't affect the university admission, these are her first major exams here at Minerva Academy. These days, many students have started to focus on studying instead of doing extracurricular activities. The study rooms and library are filled with people, and the tension fills every corner of the academy in the lead up to exams. What should I do? I'm nervous. If I don't do well, I can say bye-bye to my winter vacation plans. Last night, I even dreamed about doing test papers, and halfway through, the questions suddenly stopped making any sense. It was so scary that I felt like my alarm clock saved me when it rang in the morning. Don't worry, dreams are usually the opposite of reality. I'm sure you'll be able to crush it. But the more I study before an exam, the more nervous I get. I feel like there's so much I haven't studied yet. Same here. Honestly, sometimes I just wish the test would come sooner. Then at least it'll be over and done with. It's much better than this feeling of not being certain of your fate. True, but whenever I look at my notes, it always feels like there's never enough time. Yeah, I better get back to studying. Good luck to you two. I heard that, like in other academic activities, top performers on this test will get their names up on the honor list. That'll boost your reputation in school, and if you get enough reputation, that might even get the chance to give a speech as a student representative at the school's anniversary event. I don't know about that. I assume you want the chance to give that speech? Yes, I've heard about that too. I'll do my best. Wait, why would she want to do that? Rosa, no. No. Like Kiki said, if she gets a chance to give a speech at the school anniversary, she might have a chance to restore the school's old vibe. The reason the academy is making changes is that it hopes to improve the university admission rate. This means everyone must do well if they want the academy to change its mind. And that's precisely why studying has been the most important thing to her recently. She turns her attention back to the school, or to the book in front of her, and continues to reinforce everything she's been learning throughout the semester. As the clock's hands keep spinning, even her strongest resolve can't stop her mind from succumbing to fatigue. Familiar words begin to blur into strange, meaningless symbols as her focus slowly slips away. It feels harder and harder to focus. I don't think I'll make any real progress even if I continue to stare at these notes right now. I wonder how he's doing. Maybe I should ask him. Okay, we're gonna ask Artem, as always. Library. She arrives at the library to see Artem, who is leaning back in his chair, put down the book in his hand and reach up to rub his eyebrows gently. Even someone as diligent and accomplished as Artem can feel a bit worn out after studying for the exams. Seeing him resting with his eyes closed, she walks over to the water dispenser nearby and pours him a cup of warm water in a disposable paper cup. By the time she returns to him with the water, he has also finished his brief rest and opened his eyes. What are you doing here? His voice is still a little hoarse, so she hands him the cup of water before speaking. Thank you. You must have been studying, or been busy studying for the test these past few days too, right? Is everything going well? Quite well. Yeah, it's been going pretty smoothly overall. But it feels like I haven't been making much progress in a while now. It's quite common to feel that way after studying for a long time. Just be patient. Do you ever feel the same way? Yeah, and when I do, I usually just stop and take a break. Once my mind feels completely refreshed, I get back to focusing on my studies. Why don't we go for a walk around the campus to get some fresh air? Won't that affect your studies? It's alright, I'm feeling a little bit tired too, and I was thinking of taking a walk downstairs after finishing this section anyway. Okay, then let's go outside and relax a bit. What if he's lying about that too, huh? I'm so confused. I got a B! Hopefully that's easier on, like, with my phone. The winter exams are finally over after a few sleepless nights of study. I'm going to go back to the dormitory to have a good sleep. Winter exams are over! Enter the classroom exhaustedly. Artem, so there you are. Oh, what's wrong? You look a little tired. Well, I didn't do well in the exam, so I might need to study hard throughout the winter vacation. Oh no! She studied so hard and she didn't even do well! There I was thinking of enjoying myself during the vacation. And it's important to rest and recover after finishing the exam. Maybe you can rest for a few days first. If you need help with your studies, you can text me. I still have my study materials from last year. They should come in handy. Thanks. That was so that was the introduction. It looks like a very cute high school AU. I guess I'll continue it later and we'll see how Artem's story ends.